Hey, you guys. Today is day 27, and today I've been doing some writing and just want to give you guys an update. It's not going to be an inking video because I I forgot what I was doing. I think I was like watching something, or I was listening to somebody talk about character development, and then I started thinking about some of my own characters, but not even for this story, for my other story, the one I talked about in video one, or day one. Um, Basically, three main characters, but how I want them to progress and to grow into who I want them to become has been interesting writing it down because, I'm still a beginner. Don't really have um, too many too many references to go to for characters like these. So it's just an interesting thing. That's kind of why I'm kind of putting it off until I know I can do it right or do it how it deserves to be done. But it was fun getting back into that world and getting familiar with the characters. Thinking about certain things and the plot points and all that kind of stuff. And I actually finally did like a little sketch of them about how they would look and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, it's weird when you think about it. I mean, that's one of the main things that not even just drive me to comics, just drive me period. Because if you think about me wanting to do games, wanting to do comics, even writing or anything else, it's like it's basically just storytelling. And I don't know if I just want to get good at that or if I just want to have an impact on others, how media has had an impact on me. Um, so, and it kind of is stretched amongst uh, different types of mediums, which is cool because, whether you look at it as entertainment or philosophy or history or whatever you want to think about it. There's a lot of good stories out there. Um, interesting, interesting thing that games add to it. The whole interactivity, and you'd be amazed what you can convey and tell a player without any dialogue or without any visuals or anything like that. So I think that's one of the main things that got me hooked on making games or interactive experiences. Um, I, Once my teacher got me hooked on comics when I was in school, I kind of started absorbing that just because just because I was never a reader, but I always wanted to be. You know, I was never into, or was never like into like researching certain things or like reading up on lore and everything like that. But I noticed that 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 was it wasn't that wasn't me. It was the method of obtaining the information was just um, was my forte. So when it came to comics, that seemed like uh, the perfect world when it comes to stories and art, because there's a lot that you can say, there's a lot that you can convey, there's a lot that you can express to the reader, visuals aside, you know. So I guess just that's where my passion is in like storytelling. But I don't know. One of you guys comment and tell me. Yeah, like when I think about some of my favorite movies, favorite books, the few that I have read, um, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what sets them apart. And at the same time, still a little hard to deconstruct when and where, how to even recreate it and do it for your own story. But you know, the ones that pull it off are, you know, just amazing. And even if you look at like um, science fiction or comic book characters and stuff like that, you know, people think nerds are like into that stuff just because they're into weird stuff. It's like, I mean, maybe some, but like, there's really good storytelling and like a lot of these movies that are coming out, a lot of these stories that are being told. Like The Watchmen has like some of the best storytelling. Some of my like three of my top 10 favorite characters of all time are like in that story. The Dark Knight movies. The Dark Knight movie was phenomenal. Like that made me rethink my opinion of Batman and Batman movies. But the Joker like really made you think. And you know, stories like that, inside or outside a science fiction narrative, is powerful. Characters like Spider-Man or stories like The Last Airbender. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I was, and I've been kicking myself. You know how hard it is to forget that dumpster fire of a movie. Oh my goodness! I think I was watching some behind the scenes, and it got to the point years ago. It got to the point where I'm like, I need to just stop thinking about this movie and pretend it don't exist, because there's there's nothing there's nothing that can hold me back from hating everything. There was just no reason for my heart being ripped out like that. The show, The Last Airbender, was probably probably the best show, the best animated show, at least on Cartoon Net. I mean, on Nickelodeon. Arguably one of the best shows. Probably my top one of my top three favorite shows. Not even just childhood, man. Just like the character development in that show was so amazing. One, two, three, three of my favorite characters of all time are in that show. Um, but anyway, I think that's what got me to think about uh, adding some depth to some of the characters and kind of fleshing them out. And you know, it was a relaxing uh, experience. I think that some stories have to kind of grow on their own, have to kind of, you know, be put on the back burner and kept off to the side. So every now and then you can take little pieces of your own life and put it wherever it applies. Um, you know, it's not a bad thing. You know, allows you to focus on other stuff, which I've still been trying to get back to some of my other more comical or less politically active stories or just series. But one day. But, I think I got some momentum right now. So I'll think about that after I finish page 10 of Black Wall Street. But yeah, so that's my little 2 cents on storytelling and writing for now. I'd probably want to go into detail a little bit later, or maybe like talk over me speed painting. You know how like all the real artists on YouTube do. But for now, I think that's going to wrap up this video. I appreciate you guys for watching, for listening to me. And don't forget to like, comment, and share. All right.